Thank you very much, Madam President, Honourable Minister, Honourable Members of the European Parliament. I am happy to participate in today's plenary debate on the preparation of EU-UK summit. As you will be aware, we have been working intensely with our UK partners to prepare the summit on the 19th of May. And as you very well know, this will be the first such summit at leaders level since the UK left the EU, and marks an important milestone in our post-Brexit relationship. President von der Leyen has met with UK Prime Minister Starmer on several occasions over the last few months, including most recently in London on the 24th of April. They have agreed that the summit offers an opportunity to strengthen EU-UK cooperation across a number of areas, and it is clear that both sides want to deliver a positive summit. Exploratory discussions with the United Kingdom on a broad range of issues have taken place over the past weeks. This is a part of an ongoing process which will further take shape at the summit and beyond. The EU and the UK are like-minded partners, and in recent times we have worked closely together on shared challenges, notably in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Given that we live in an increasingly uncertain and complex geopolitical environment, it is all the more important that we continue to cooperate in this manner. For our part, we see three broad areas where there is scope to further develop the EU-UK relationship. First, security and resilience. This includes deeper and more structured cooperation between the EU and the UK as close partners and like-minded allies in the face of unprecedented geopolitical challenges in our neighbourhood. This means defence and security will likely be a focus of the summit. Second, very important to this House, people-to-people contacts, which includes rebuilding bridges for our young people. This reflects our long-standing policy of putting citizens at the heart of EU-UK relations. Third, the protection of our planet and its resources. We aim to consolidate and advance cooperation on sanitary and phytosanitary matters, sustainable fisheries, climate and energy. We are working with our United Kingdom partners in pursuit of a balanced package that delivers tangible benefits to citizens across the EU and the United Kingdom. Madam President, honourable members, while we are committed to strengthening our relations with the United Kingdom, we continue to insist on the full, timely and faithful implementation of our existing agreements. The withdrawal agreement, including the Windsor Framework, and the Trade and Cooperation Agreement. These agreements are the cornerstone of our bilateral relations and form a solid foundation for our cooperation. As regards the withdrawal agreement, last week I co-chaired a meeting of the Joint Committee in London with my UK counterpart, Nick Thomas-Simons. This was an important step on the road to the summit. Together, we expressed a clear commitment to the full, timely and faithful implementation of the agreement in all its parts. We welcomed important progress made in the areas of citizens' rights as regards the true and extra cohort, and on the Windsor Framework as regards parcels and customs arrangements. Nevertheless, further work remains to be done on the other systemic citizens' rights issues and on the Windsor Framework, for example, on SPS. As regards the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, which remains the most ambitious free trade agreement the EU has concluded with any third country, and which responds to UK government red lines which remain in place. But that doesn't mean that we cannot more fully exploit the potential of the trade and cooperation agreements and look what more it has to offer. And it does not mean that we cannot further develop our cooperation in the areas I mentioned previously. On the contrary, there is much we can still do together to strengthen our relationship, and therefore the first EU-UK summit will be an important moment to do just that. I'm looking forward to hearing your views during this debate and, of course, will be very happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much, Madam President.